Stole one. I'm just glad it's not the old format, that 2-3-2.
Yeah.
Remember that format, that 2-3-2?
Yeah.
So now we have a series. I won't even be watching because after this, I'm dishoned.
Oh, shut up. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
I'm going to be in the Bahamas.
They have TVs in the Bahamas.
Yes,
they have ABC and
NBA
ESPN.
TV is also
not
on
in the ocean.
yeah, you do. Satellite. But,
not in the ocean.
So, Zeke, go ahead. You finish up because I know you were
I was just going to echo what Shaq was saying, how, they came out and they got, what? They got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got.
All right, man. So Shaq is saying he ain't gonna watch the finals after his first two games covering it of NBA TV. I think Charles gonna take over from now, and and I'm gonna talk about the game one TV ratings. I'm not sure about game two, but I'm gonna talk about game one TV ratings not being as high. And I forget who it was. Oh, Adam Silver. Remember we did the video, or if you've seen, Adam Silver said, basically in so many words, he pretty much said the NBA media needs to be more positive about the game instead of speaking so negatively about the sport. For the most part, it's a hard product to watch. The NBA Finals has been pretty fun to watch, but it's not been a priority for me to watch, to be honest. I watch game a little bit of game. It's just, it has to be really good for me to stay up and watch it or to hold my attention, So they got to find a way to make the game more exciting. I mean, the game is too slow with all the free throws and foul calls. Shaq is always keeping 100 about the game. So I really think they need to say, what about the product on the floor? Usually you start with the youth when you're trying to build something. That's the foundation. But then you start to talk about the product on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I think you started to talk about the product on the floor. So when you talk about the product on the floor, you know what I'm saying? Less fouls, a little bit more physical. You know what I'm saying? I think those where you start, just being a little bit more physical. Stop calling the touchy fouls. Stop promoting the flopping. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off there. Let them hand check a little bit more. So, but, Shaq is just like, he ain't really concerned about it. And when you hear them speak bad about the game, and then you hear people that grew up watching the game say it ain't what it used to be, people really think this is a fun time and a good NBA product, and it's not. And not saying the finals ain't been good. They've been letting them play, be more physical, and that's how it should be all year round. But, but the NBA is the huge problem here because they don't market. If you don't play in a particular market, you don't get to shine. People really don't know. Oh man, what's going on here? People really don't know how good, I feel like people don't know how good Trae Young is. People don't know how good, a guy like De'Aaron Fox is. They didn't know how good a guy like Tyrese Halliburton is. I mean, I just feel like they got to do a better job of marketing and promoting their young talent. Talent everywhere. Think about it. New England wasn't always as decorated a squad they was. Yeah, they made the Super Bowl in the 80s. I believe they lost to the 84, 85 Bears, whatever it was. They wasn't always decorated. They made it in the 90s, and I think got popped by the Packers. But for the most part, when they started winning, then NFL started marketing them as like the new America's team, the new Cowboys. So they have to start marketing Shea Gillis, Lee Alexander. You do that with creative. You do that with. Give me 1 minute. You do that with creative. Oh, ain't gonna work. Give me 1 second, cause it's hot up in this boy. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, you do that with. You do that with creative marketing. You get somebody to draw sketch commercials and all that type of stuff. You put them in spots. You spotlight them. You interview them. You put them on SNL. You pay for them. You pay for them to play in Hollywood a little bit. You align them with pop culture, and you do things like that. Do little movie appearances. Make them on the Tonight Show run. But they not marketing their small markets. they continue to put all their chips into LeBron and Steph Curry, you have to prepare for the next generation. If that's getting behind Ant-Man, small market team, you know, people talk about him not getting over the hump. I mean, nobody got over the hump in Minnesota. They've been in franchise since, what, the late 80s, early 90s? Nobody's got over that hump. You know what I'm saying? So when we start having these conversations, you have to market these teams accordingly, bro. And that's just the honest truth. You have to market these guys like you market LeBron, like you put the effort in marketing Steph. And they should have did it a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was Jalen Brunson, more into Luke, pour into Luka. They starting to do it with Jokic with some of the funny commercials with Jokic. That's what you kind of got to do. Guys like De'Aaron Fox, guys like, you know, people deserve to see those guys. You know, Kobe White is a sleeper. He been balling this year. People deserve to see Donovan Mitchell. What Paulo and Franz doing in Orlando. Put that spotlight on them guys. Market them the way they should be, like you market LeBron and you market Steph. You know, that's my thing. Put that same effort into them, man. You got to get into your creative bag. And the one thing about the entertainment business is not a lot of creative people left, because it's all about selling your soul and selling your asshole to be in a position. It's not about talent. America, you know, if Donald Trump really want to change something, make America about talent. He started with the DEI. Okay, it's about who can do the job the best. He did that getting rid of nepotism. You know, it's, you know, DEI things. You know, let's get back to talent. Our best and our brightest. You know, if you're going to be an immigrant, you're going to be the best and the brightest immigrant you can be. Come here. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to, you know, be in Hollywood, you're the best script writer, best director, or had the potential to be that. It's that, you know, it just don't make any sense. Let's put our biggest and our best people at the forefront. It's too much about no substance and just fillers or just hype. There's so many NBA players that deserve to be on the pedestal, that people deserve to see and see how good they are. It ain't even funny, bro. It ain't even funny. People don't know how really good CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard were. People really don't know how good that backcourt was. How good DeMarcus Cousins was, and probably not a good name, when he was in Sacramento, New Orleans. And these franchises got to do their job too. I see they hiring social media teams to really, you know, get the brand going and stuff of that nature. Keep it going. If it's always the Lakers, the Celtics, you know, them, you know, it's just to the point like, okay. You know, it's just the point like, okay, how much, you know, put the spotlight on other guys. People know how good Trae Young was. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, how good Tyrese Maxey is. You know what I'm saying? You need to start putting effort into them guys, man. So with Shaq saying that, you can't fault him. You paying me to come to work. Don't really like the work, but hey, I'm getting some money to come in here. Easy money. So I get it. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, the link tree. You can follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Peace.